What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So I've done a bunch of these videos in the series of doing dungeons. Basically, instead of just showing the loot that I received after doing the dungeon 100 times, I instead go like more deep into the routes and what could possibly drop from the dungeon. So I cover everything about the dungeon, and I've done most of the dungeons that I normally farm. I've already featured those, and the reason why I'm doing these dungeons again is because there's a lot of new people who have started to watch my YouTube channel with the classic going out and then Shadowlands. So there's a lot of people who have no clue why I'm farming the dungeons that I'm farming. So in today's video, I'm doing Dire Maul. And we're going to jump into why that is and what you could possibly get from Dire Maul. Now, before we do that, I do want to mention that you guys can still get the 0 to 10 million gold guide for 50% off. So I just want to say big thanks to everyone who has bought the 0 to 10 million gold guide. It truly means a lot to me, and I'm super excited to for the future of the book, to just keep on updating the book. And of course, if you've already bought the book, you're going to receive every single future update for free. And also, super excited about the TBC Classic that's coming out. So if you haven't grabbed the TBC Classic book, that's also linked down below in the description. But Dire Maul has 3 entrances that you can do. So you can do the east wing that I'm at right now, or you can head over to the north wing, like right here, or the west wing, right here. So the loot table is pretty much the same, and some people prefer west wing, some people prefer the north wing. Me, however, I definitely prefer the east wing. So it doesn't really matter that much on which wing you do. Just do whichever wing that you're comfortable with doing, the one that you enjoy the most. And that's the only thing that really matters, because the items are pretty much the same. So there was an issue with Dire Maul after the latest patch being completely bugged out. Like, the mobs was evading, these patrols didn't patrol, and so on. So that's why I waited so long with making this video, because I couldn't show you guys this route that I'm showing you right now. So as you saw, I just jumped down like you would do it in good old classic, to some jump runs. And then I clear every single mob down here. And these guys, they drop like the first item on the list, which is just like the herbs. Every single classic herb, pretty much, not every single one, but the majority of them drops from these flower boys. And there's like pretty good density. Like, they have the same chance of dropping like let's say a skull flame shield from these small guys than from like an elite pack of 3 mobs. So definitely kill every single mob down here. And it doesn't matter what class you farm with, because you just gotta do a full run, the one that I'm doing right now, if you want to copy my route, and take a look at how much time you spend doing that route. So if you don't have a speed set, or you play something that isn't as fast as my druid, you might want to shorten down your routes. Maybe you don't want to go and kill every single guy down here with the flower boys, and you just want to go for the big packs before you move over to the next room. But I usually always clear the entire room in this first place right here. So going into this next room, you definitely want to kill the mobs, because these mobs drops another material that you want to get, and that will be the fell cloth. They drop fell cloth and demonic runes. Demonic runes are actually BOP, so you can't sell those. But if you have a, let's say, a tailoring toon, it could be wise to farm it on a tailoring toon, so you can craft the fell cloth items with the BOP materials. So right here we have the first chest. Always opening up the chests. But these guys, these demon guys, kill those. Make sure you kill these spawns. Like, every now and then when you walk, there's going to be these flowers just jumping up from the ground. So you always kill those as well. And then we just go around this water boss in the middle right here. I don't usually aggro and kill the boss. He doesn't really drop anything. Some people do. And there's some extra raw golds from doing that. And then, after killing this pack, there should be another stealthed mob. Somewhere there we have him. So then you're going to get up here, one more level of these the demon thingy mobs. And we obviously want to kill all of those once again to get the fell cloth. Fellcloth is not super expensive, but if you make it into a Mooncloth, there's no cooldown for that now anymore, then it's going to sell for way more gold. So definitely worth picking up. And then there's also going to be a possible chest spawn in the corner right here. Let's see. Ending these. Yeah, it should be in this corner, but it's not up right now. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to talk about loot and why you're going to farm it after looking at the routes on how I'm running it. And I'm not claiming that this is the best way or anything like that. This is just the way that I run the dungeon. So if you follow this route, you're going to come up to like the starting place, the upper level again. So I always go over at this location right here. And that is because, well, there's a decent amount of mobs and you have the time to do so. And you can also spawn a Nat Pagel book on the ground right here. We're going to talk a bit more about that when I'm done with my route right now. Killing these guys. And then it's pretty much just clearing the mobs around this upper level. And then we just like leave the instance. That's the cool thing about doing this route, is that it doesn't matter what class you play on in terms of leaving the dungeon. Like, you're never going to meet like a dead end where you can't leave the dungeon fast, because you're just going to walk straight out. Killing the big boy tree. There we go. And you'd be amazed at how much you can sell some of these like old herbs for on the auction house. Okay, like this one, Goldthorn, for instance, like 50 gold each. 100 gold market value on them. It all adds up. And that was the last pack, so now we're just going to walk out, and we're good. So, that's the way that I run the dungeon. So, you can easily do it in 6 minutes, no problem, faster than that too. And when it comes to why you should or shouldn't farm Dire Mole, the loot table pretty much consists of what I told you guys, like all of these herbs that you're getting, and also the Fellcloth. So that's like the material part of the farm. When it comes to transmog items, there's no specific Dire Mole transmog items that you're after. So there's a lot of people who they're not going to do Dire Mole because there's similar dungeons that drops the exact same items, and they also have like unique items to that dungeon. So there's a lot of people skipping out on Dire Mole. That, when I say a lot of people, the people that are aware of this, they usually skip Dire Mole for that very own reason. But you can get good items though, such as the Wolfhair Harness. You can get the Archaic Defender, which is a good one. You can also get the Fiery War Axe, and a bunch of good sets, like the Watcher set, the Wrangler set, the Dokebi set, the Raincaller set. I'm listing all of these items down below in the description, by the way, because there's a lot of names. And then you can also get world drop patterns like Golden Scale Shoulders and so on. But the reason why I'm farming it is because I like a variety, and it's nice to get the Fellcloth and the herbs and whatnot. And on top of that, there's like this Nat Pagel book. I'm going to search it up. Just type in Nat Pagel. This one. So you can see I sold the 3 of them, well, a month ago when I did my my warrior dungeon thingy. Average price of 3,000 gold. They sold pretty damn fast. And this bad boy right here can spawn in multiple different locations in Dire Mole. So I'm going to leave in the description a link to Wowhead, because in the comments section there's a guy explaining where you can find all of these books. But if you do a Dire Mole for like an hour, like, you're going to get the books if you know where you're looking at them. You will 100% guaranteed get the books. You can even do East Wing, then you do North Wing, and then you do West Wing, and then you reset dungeon, and that's only going to count for one lockout. So I'm relatively fast, so when I do this farm for an hour, sometimes I need to do both the East Wing and then the West Wing as well before I reset dungeon, because doing just the East Wing is going to be too fast, right? So leaving that down below. So that's pretty much why you should farm Dire Mole. It's up to you if you want to do it. I personally really enjoy the dungeon, and it's nice to get the classic herbs and the Fellcloth, as I said. And then it's always sweet to have the Nat Pagel books up on the auction house. So if you guys enjoyed these videos, please let me know. And by simply just pressing the thumbs up, the like button on the video. It really helps out me and my channel, and lets me know if you guys are interested in more dungeon videos like this one. So any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. But until then, bye bye.